What I wanted to talk to you today about is what to do instead of creating another product. And I'm going to tell you a quick story from my own business. So this week I was talking to, by the way, guys, heart it up if you like what I'm saying. And also if you want to share this with your followers, if you have peeps who are entrepreneurs checking you out and who might be, interested in creating a product or they sell products already, then this would be a great scope to share with them. So go ahead. I think you have to swipe to the left or something. I can't remember. The left or the right. One of them will work to share it with your peeps. And go ahead and heart it up if you're enjoying it. So this week I was talking to my business advisor. This week I was talking to my business advisor about creating another product. So there's a product that I was thinking about creating. I already have several that I sell. I've been in business for about 5 years. And, I love what I do, but it can get sort of boring. And so I got this new idea and I was like, hey, I'm going to create this new awesome thing. I'm so excited. Yes, let's do it. And he said, no. He said, don't do it. He said, you've already got winning offers. Why spend that time creating something new when you could spend that time and that creative juice that you have to push what you've already got? Okay. So, and I see this all the time with my clients as well. Creating a product is really smart. I love it. Hi, Tracy. How are you? I'm an intellectual property and business lawyer. Hey, from my favorite country, France. So I am a big fan of taking your expertise if you're in a service business, or even if you're just a professional and want to start a business. I love the idea of taking your expertise and putting it into a product that you can sell. Okay, that's really, really smart. It's something that I did, in I think it was around the 3rd year that I was in business. I created a legal kit that was just based on all of the work that I was doing with my clients called Small Business Bodyguard. And it has sold around $450,000. That's how much it's made for my company. And we've served over 1,500 customers this way. So I never expected it to be such a big hit, but it was. And I was really happy about it, right? So then I went back and said, hey, let's start creating other stuff. And so we did. We created a couple of other legal kits. And so I'm just on the, making stuff bandwagon. Thank you, Beauty Bar. I love hearing that. So I wanted to make more stuff, right? More awesome stuff for my people that I know will be helpful for them. However, if your stuff that you currently have isn't selling out, if you are not maxed out, if you are not reaching your monthly revenue goals with the products and services that you already have, then you should be focused on pushing them. So you should be focusing on the marketing instead of creating another product. And here's a way that you can do it to use that creative juice. So if you get bored like I do, and you're just like, I need to do something new because I've been doing the same thing every day for years and I'm starting to get bored, you can find fun and exciting ways to market the stuff that you already have. So let me give you an example. So last week, my team and I were talking about creating a new legal product for podcasters, right? Podcasting is all the rave, and there are a lot of legal issues that come up with podcasting. And so I want to teach my peeps about how to protect themselves when they're podcasting. And so we were really considering creating a legal nunchucks guide for podcasters, right? That's a series of kits that we have. So we're going to create this whole new product, and it's going to be a lot of work, writing it, creating the templates for it. Hey girl, that's Stephanie. So it was going to be a lot of work to develop this thing. And so, what I realized is we don't actually have to do all of that work to create this brand new product. What we could do instead is find a fun and exciting way to reach podcasters with the product that we already have, which is Small Business Bodyguard. Because Small Business Bodyguard serves all small businesses. Thanks for the hearts, guys. It's good for all small businesses, including podcasters. So here was my idea, and I hope this inspires you to come up with exciting ways to push your shizzle. If you've already got winning offers that sell, then this hopefully will inspire you to do something fun in terms of marketing what you've already got. So here's what we decided to do. Instead of creating a new product specifically for podcasters, what I'm going to do instead is do a webinar specifically for podcasters about the legal stuff, right? So we're going to teach them all about the legal stuff, specifically related to, hosting, developing, and putting your podcast out there. And then what we're going to do is promote Small Business Bodyguard to those people. And what we're going to do is add special bonuses. So we'll have a webinar and we'll share Small Business Bodyguard with podcasters and show podcasters how Small Business Bodyguard can help them meet their legal needs. And then we're also going to do 2 bonus templates specifically for podcasters. Thanks, Tracy. So we're going to have templates in there that will serve podcasters. For example, getting sponsorships, a sponsorship contract, and an interview release for, podcasters that are interviewing people. So those are 2 ways that we're going to make Small Business Bodyguard work really well for podcasters. And so we can go after that new market with what we already have instead of creating something new. So it's an idea that I had and I wanted to share it with you. If your products and services and current offers aren't selling out, don't spend time and the money to develop a new product or service. Instead, spend that time and money on pushing what you've already got. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I love hearing that. I love hearing that. Thanks, Good Home Train. Yes, so that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. Now, if you don't have a product already, then yes, then you should develop a product. I highly recommend it because it generates additional revenue. And I hate the phrase passive revenue because it's not like you don't do any work. You do a lot of the work up front, but then it can continue to sell on a regular basis. But you don't want to forget about this stuff. You don't want to just throw it up on your website and hope that it continues to sell. What you want to do is find new creative ways to market what you've already got and to keep serving people, so use that stuff that you created is still good. So don't just leave it on the shelf or take it off your website. Oh, I hate when I see that. If you've got a product, you should be selling it. You put the time and effort into creating it, right? And some creative ways to do it are setting up webinars. You could have Facebook ads, going to webinars, inviting people to a webinar, host a webinar, and teach people about how they can use your product and what problems it will solve with it. And that's not the only way. Another option is doing an evergreen email sequence. So you could create a sequence that leads people to your product. So spend some time maybe revamping the sequence that you already have. And if you don't have one, create some mini, a course. Thanks, Tracy. I love hearing that. Yes, let's break through those walls. Find ways to revamp what you already have. Another thing you could do is take an old product that you have and maybe add some fresh design to it, update it, add some templates to it, add some audio to it, add some video to it. Do something like that to refresh what you already have and then keep pushing it. Because, it's nice to say, hey, I did a launch and maybe you sold $40,000 or $80,000 or maybe you had a 6-figure launch. Awesome. But how is that sustainable? Okay. Because that money is going to run out eventually, right? So you need to get that product to a place where it is generating revenue for you on a monthly basis. So find ways to keep reaching out to new people or the people on your list who haven't bought this product from you yet, and find ways to get them excited about this product again and to push it out there again, okay? Because it's so much better than, just having one $100,000 launch. That's awesome, but how are you going to keep selling it in the future so that you can say, hey, this product has made $500,000. When you're marketing your product and you can tell people, hey, this product has served, 2,000 people. That is really impressive, and that is really good marketing, okay? People are going to get excited about it, and you want exponential growth. So the more you push it, the more people that use it, the more people that will be talking about it, and that easier it's going to be to get those consistent monthly sales because it's going to be by word of mouth. For example, someone just said that they heard about Small Business Bodyguard on another scope, at another time. So those are things that you want to be thinking about. What are the steps to take if you are starting from scratch? That is a great question. What I would do is, I have an intellectual property audit, actually. That is how I go about doing it. So what you're going to do is, I'll just tell you briefly what's in it, and then if you opt into my mailing list at rogerscollective.com, we can send it to you, okay? Or you can even email us at info@rogerscollective.com, and that's a way to just ask us for the IP audit, and we will send it to you. Okay, but what you want to do is first, yes, finding a product that makes sense. I hear you. And that's about what I'm going to address right now. So the first thing that you want to do is look at the business that you have, or even if you don't have a business yet, look at the expertise that you have. I'll give you an example. A friend of mine, I won't share her name because I didn't ask her for permission, but a friend of mine used to be a photo editor for a magazine. So that was experience that she had way back when. And, she is no longer at that job, but she still has that skill set. So what she did was she partnered with a large website that serves photographers. And thank you, Stephanie, you're the best. Mwah. So what she did was she created a product about photo editing for photographers and created a deal, a licensing deal or an affiliate arrangement, something like that with a large website that serves photographers. Okay, so now they are pushing out her product that she created with expertise that she already had, with, documentation that she already had, notes that she had taken over the years throughout her career. You take that information, put it into a format that is easy to digest, and then, you can sell it yourself or you can sell it to a large website and let them sell it. And I know to this day, she still gets a nice check at the end of every quarter for this product that she created 4 or 5 years ago. Okay, so creating a product is a great idea if you don't already have one. And the way to get started is to be thinking about, what do people always ask you? So if people are always asking you, very specific questions about your particular expertise, then that is what the product should be about. That is what people want to learn about. They're telling you what they want. So your people are always going to be telling you what they want. Listen to them. Do not do what you want, because you will have no money. So do what they want, and then they will buy it. So that's what you've got to do. So start looking at, what are the kinds of questions that you're always answering for your people? What do they always send you in emails or ask you on social media? How can you answer that question and really serve them in a larger product? And one of the things that I did was I just looked at, for example, the reason why I created Small Business Bodyguard is because I had so many people calling me saying, hey, I really want to work with you, but I don't think that I can afford to. And so what I wanted to do was create an option where they could get me and my expertise without having to pay for my time, because my time is pricey, right? So I created a cheaper option to get the same expertise. And that's what Small Business Bodyguard was. And so what I did, how I created it, is I just looked at, what are all the things that I do for my clients in the first year that I work with them? And I included all of that in Small Business Bodyguard. So that became the outline. Business formation, contracts, intellectual property, advising them on internet law, employees and independent contractors. So those are the things that I always do when I work with my clients. And so those are the chapters that I wrote for Small Business Bodyguard. And then I just looked through my business and what I already had in my business to start building it out. So I had lectures that I had done. I had those lectures transcribed. Thank you so much. I love hearing that. I love all the love for Small Business Bodyguard, guys. Thanks. So I had lectures. I had those transcribed by someone really inexpensively, and that became the basis for the chapters for Small Business Bodyguard. I had contract templates and all that stuff already because I use it in my practice. I had a step-by-step process for, creating S Corps, for copyright registration and that kind of thing. And so I put it into an easier to digest format for my clients. So, oh, good. Thanks. I'm glad that it's helpful, Smitty. So that's what I did. I just took the stuff that was sort of already lying around my business that I already had, that I used to run my business, and I put it into Small Business Bodyguard and then just filled in the gaps and made sure that it made sense. Had, other lawyers and other friends of mine read through it to help me make sure that it was in really good shape and really easy to understand. And then we added some audio to it and that kind of thing. And that's how we came up with the finished product. And then we just updated it last year. So it's not like it's the end. You don't have to make it perfect. Just get it out into the world. And then you can always update it later. And I see Systematize Me just joined. If you are systematizing in your business, it's going to be really easy to find those little bits, those templates, those, it could even be in your email, those emails that you're constantly sending to customers where you're sending them a 3-paragraph explanation. You can take that 3 paragraphs and put it into a new product or guide that you're going to create. So that is my recommendation to you. If you've already got products, stop creating new stuff just because you're in the mood to. Push the shizzle that you already have. So find creative ways to market what you already have, to revive it, refresh it, and get people interested in what you're selling again. Okay? And then if you haven't created a product yet, I highly recommend that you do that. Are there white label products that you can brand to yourself? There probably are, but that's not necessarily what I would recommend. Create your own product so that you can control the intellectual property. You want to be creating your own IP so that you can own it and enjoy all the profits. When Small Business Bodyguard is sold, I get to enjoy the profits from that sale, and the upkeep for it is not very much. So I spent a lot of money up front when I was creating it, but now I don't have to, right? Because that money was already spent. So all we have to do is do customer service and keep it, keep the website up, engage in the Facebook group, and that's it. And, it continues to sell and serve customers. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. Thank you so much for joining me. And I'll see you back here next Friday. Bye, guys.